As I've told you, our programming is as simple as your English language. So if you want to draw a bar plot, the function is bar plot. And if you want to draw bar plot for GMAT, it is MBA $GMAT. If you want to draw a box plot, it is BOXPLOT. And if you want to do that for, say, work experience, if you want to refer to this work experience, it is MBA $work experience. In that way, it is extremely simple. Now let me explain about a few graphical representations. Yeah. For that, let me write this function here called bar plot. The moment you start typing any function, it will also prompt you on what is the right function. You can select that. And you're typing here MBA $GMAT. The moment you provide this MBA $, it is going to, RStudio is directly going to refer to the dataset called MBA. And post $, you have to provide one of these variable names. So it's giving you in the pop-up here. Let me select GMAT. Let me click on enter. Here on the right side, right bottom pane, you see the plot for bars. And here you have 773 entries, right? Let me zoom that. So you have 773 bars. And on the y-axis, you have the GMAT score. We cannot draw meaningful inference by looking at this bar plot. So what can we do? We can actually resort to another visualization in this scenario, which is called as histogram. For histogram, the function within R is hist, H-I-S-T. And if you want to refer to this GMAT, you have to say MBA $GMAT. There we go. So please pay attention here. Rather than representing GMAT score of each student as a bar, histogram has logically grouped, right, the number of students who are getting specific GMAT score. For example, highest number of users are getting a GMAT score in between 700 to 720, right? This is called as a bin. Each bar that you see here is called as a bin, and there would be width of a bin that you can also choose. Of course, using R, you can tweak the programming and you can have these kind of representations, right? Rather than having only one number, one value, you can have the start and end values for each and every bar. That can be done, of course. But what are the kind of inferences that you can draw from this, which you were not able to draw from the bar plot? Here, the moment I look at this, I know that majority of the students who got admitted into this B school have a GMAT score which ranges from 700 to 720. Also, a very small proportion of people who join this B school have a GMAT score which is less than 650, and a small proportion of people are getting admitted into this B school who have a GMAT score which is in excess of 750. Now, this is a good sign, basically, right? If the people who fall into this segment, the low GMAT score segment, are some kind of scientists, or if they're doctors, it really makes sense, because any good B school would love to have varied skills within the class. For example, any good B school would like to have students from finance background, manufacturing background, logistics background, IT background, life sciences background, so on and so forth. If you have this kind of a mix in a classroom, knowledge sharing happens on all the domains. And the moment there is a case study which these students are expected to solve, they will put their brains, they'll put their thought process from all the industries. That's the best part. And look at this. A very small proportion of people are getting admitted into this college who get a GMAT score in excess of 750. Probably these people are targeting for Harvard, Stanford, MIT of the world, etc. Right? If you want to lure these students to come and join your B school, you need to provide them with more scholarship. Because these are the people who would get 1 crore packages, and you can showcase those and actually ensure that in the next year, the next batch of students are even more superior. That is how your, B schools lure the students who get very good GMAT score. All right. I have only one word for this: wow. Such a small visualization called histogram has given you wealth of information. Let me show you histogram for work experience, and then I'll explain a different way of dealing with this histogram. Okay. I want to draw histogram for work experience, but I don't want to rewrite this code. Instead, I will go to the console window. I will press the up key on my keyboard. The moment I press the up key on the keyboard, I get the previous function. So I can just tweak this. I will change this GMAT to work experience, and I'll run that. There we go. So let me click on this. Now here you have frequency, and here you have the random variable work experience. This is a histogram. If I change the frequency to probability, this would become probability distribution, right? So I'm just trying to connect the peaks of all the bars here. All right. Now let me explain this. Here you see a long tail. The name of this is called as long tail. Long tails are very helpful in devising your business strategies. Majority of you all must be aware of Netflix. Netflix is online movie and TV series streaming store. You can pay monthly premium and watch the movies online or the TV series online. Netflix is now there in India also. Yeah. When Netflix has started itself, when they founded in 1998, they were into DVD rental business. At that point of time, when they've analyzed the market, they found that majority of the people, right, here you have a peak, so majority of the people lie here. Majority of the people like watching blockbuster movies and the super hit movies. But at the same time, competition is cutthroat. The moment there is too much of competition, people get into price war, reduce the price, give a lot of discounts, because of which the profits of all the players in this space would come down. So Netflix has given a serious thought, and they thought, let me look into this segment. And this segment of people here were the people who like to watch black and white movies, movies dated back to 1920s, mythological movies, religious movies, documentary movies, and all those kind of movies. When Netflix analyzed this segment of people, they found that competition was negligible, if not nil. Yeah. Hence, they thought, let us venture into this market because the competition is almost zero. We would easily establish ourselves. And these people who fall into this segment would be willing to pay you additional premium because they will not find these kind of DVDs elsewhere. And this is how Netflix has made use of the long tail concept. Such a small visualization histogram is giving you wealth of information to devise strategies which is going to make or break your organization. That is the power of histogram. All right. Before we discuss about the various other visualizations in the next tutorial, I will request you all to look at this recording. It's a wonderful implementation by Amazon and a wonderful implementation of artificial intelligence. So please listen to this.
When it first started from Amazon, I didn't know what it was. What is it?
You'll see.
Is it for me?
It's for everyone. It's called Amazon Echo.
How's it going?
I'm just finishing up right now.
Is it on?
Oh, it's always on.
Can it hear me right now?
Nope, it only hears it when you use the wake word we chose. Alexa.
Well, what does it do?
Alexa, what do you do?
I can play music, answer questions, get the news and weather, create to-do lists, and much more.
Awesome. Alexa, play rock music.
Rock music.
Alexa, stop.
We are in time. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 3:27.
You actually don't have to yell at it, okay? It uses far-field technology so it can hear you from anywhere in the room.
So it can just hear you anywhere?
Yes. Well, everyone can hear you anyway.
Oh. Is that where we're going to put it?
I was thinking of putting it there, but it works anywhere.
Echo is pretty neat because it knows all sorts of things. All you have to do is ask.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Everest?
Mount Everest's height is 29,029 feet, 8,848 meters.
How can it know so much? It's so small.
It updates using the cloud. That's also how it gets its answers.
Just read that off the box, Tom. Dad really likes that Echo just plugs in, so we never have to charge it. Plus, Echo's really good at keeping track of things like shopping and to-do lists. Alexa, add wrapping paper to the shopping list.
I put wrapping paper on your shopping list.
Alexa, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
1 tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons.
Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
Dad's not a morning person, but Echo definitely helps him wake up.
Alexa, alarm off.
You gotta get up.
Saturday.
Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Thursday, November 13th.
I'm up. Alexa, give me my flash news briefing.
Here's your flash briefing. From NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi saying.
What did the dog say after a long day of work? Today was rough. Get it? Yeah. Another one. Alexa, tell me another joke.
I wondered why the baseball was getting bigger, and then it hit me.
Sometimes Echo helps out when you least expect it. Hey, Dad, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe. C-A-N-T... Alexa, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe is spelled C-A-N-T-A-L-O-U-P-E.
Good job.
Echo loves to play music and knows a lot of songs, and they always sound great. Alexa, play my dance mix.
The playlist dance.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, define annoying.
The term annoying means one, causing irritation or annoyance.
Example, my brother. And with the companion app, you can access Echo from anywhere. With everything Echo can do, it's really become part of the family.
To experience Echo, go to amazon.com/echo.
So this is a wonderful implementation of Amazon.